What's up? Oh shit. What's up, my dudes? Ho 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 ho! Spency boy is on one. What's up? Okay, guys, so today we're going to be taking a deeper look into the quick scrub mechanic on MX vs. ATV Legends. I know that in the last Legends video that I made, I was just kind of talking about the updated scrubs kind of in general. But we're going to go a little bit deeper vibed on this one and actually show the different variations of the quick scrub mechanic, which is pretty much the biggest part to their last update. So it's kind of like a couple updates ago, they added the quick scrub, mechanic. And then the last update, they added variations to the quick scrubbing mechanic, right? So you got like all different ways of actually scrubbing now, which I didn't actually realize at first. You got to kind of read down towards the bottom of the patch notes of that last update to see those different, how you even do the different quick scrub variations. All right, so normally we're used to doing scrubs like from the Reflex days where you would turn sort of both your thumbsticks into the jump face. You just kind of turn earlier into the jump face than you would like on a standard whip, and that's going to create that scrub effect if the game's physics are even good enough to allow you to scrub like that. Right? There's a lot of moto games out there. You can turn all you want on that jump face. It don't really fucking matter. You're not going to be able to scrub that good, But yeah, so let's go over how you even do these different variations, because it is a little bit different than Reflex in that sense. I feel like this is more kind of like, whoa, Spency boy. This is a little more like, you turn both your thumbsticks the same direction at the bottom of the jump face, and you're going to get that kind of standardized scrubbing sort of vibe going on, okay? If you start turning both your thumbsticks the opposite direction, sort of like how you used to whip on the Milestone games, I'm popping off here. Ho! Okay, bro. Both thumbsticks opposite directions like you would have done on any of those Milestone games before they added the ability where you turn both your thumbsticks the same direction, okay? They've got that sort of vibe going on here, all right? So that's kind of your two main differences. Like you can turn both the thumbsticks the same direction on the jump face, or you can turn both the thumbsticks opposite directions on the jump face, and that's going to give you a totally different effect when you're coming off the jump face. You do more of like a butt scrub, basically, is what it looks like to me when you turn both your thumbsticks the opposite direction. Let me see if I can do one right here without flying over the jump face. Bro, these jumps on this track, oh my god, they're crazy, bro. Especially when you're trying to do these new scrub techniques and shit on them. It's like, a little bit tricky, because you can definitely scrub some speed off with this. So it's basically like, that's what happened in these last like 2 or 3 updates for Legends. Not only did they totally update the scrub system in general, but then they also added all those different variations of the scrubs, okay? Some people may not even realize that, right? Because you may just go in there and scrub like you normally would, like this right here, where you turn both your thumbsticks the same direction. And yes, that is still a, quote-unquote quick scrubbing mechanic, but there's supposedly a lot more variation to it if you really start doing, like, different shit with your steering up to the face. Like, supposedly if you turn into the jump face, but then you lean the other way, then it's going to do something different. But if you lean a certain way, but then you turn the other way, it's going to do something different. So there's kind of like 3 or 4 different variations to it that you can actually do. You know what I'm saying? See what I can do right here. It's kind of tricky on some of these jumps like this. You kind of start like turning one way and then going back the other. You kind of get that Oppo scrubbing vibe going on. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain that in this video, that there are variations to it. There is more variation to it than I had originally thought with the quick scrub mechanic on Legends, so just something to keep in mind there, you know. But yeah, so that's sort of the thing to it, that you got to remember when you're scrubbing. Still doesn't really have that pop scrubbing vibe. You know, obviously the scrubs have been updated and are better than they were before, but again, there's all different kinds of things, like leg swag can happen sometimes when you're scrubbing real hard on Reflex, pop scrubbing on the 360 version of Reflex, just, you know, scrub variation in general, realistic scrub variation in general happens on Reflex. This right here is more like a, you know, just throwing in a handful of different animations that it'll play when you do different things. Now Spency Boy rock jumping. But that's pretty much what this is. You know, it's more of a, let's throw a handful of different animations in there and give you about, you know, 3 or 4 different leaning techniques you can do up the jump face, and it'll play one of those 3 or 4 different animations, right? Whereas Reflex is more like you're kind of scrubbing the same way every time you go off the jump face, like as far as the movements you're doing, but it does something different just by the more so realistic inertia and mechanic of scrubbing in general that Reflex has. Okay, so, you know, you got to be deep into this moto shit to understand what I'm saying there. You know what I'm saying? Got to be deep into these moto games, boy. You can't be just casual and understand what I'm saying there, right? But yeah, cool to see the different variations. You got to do butt scrubs. You can do these kind of scrubs, those kind of scrubs. You know, it's got some different variation to it. I do still think it is a little bit touchy with the, like if you scrub off a jump face, but you land just slightly sideways, it's got still a little bit too touchy of a mechanic of causing you to pop off when it does that. In my opinion, I just think it's just still a little bit on the touchy side there. But yeah, I feel like 90% of the time you're still going to be doing the standard scrub, you know, mechanic. As far as turning both your thumbsticks the same direction, you just turn them quicker before you come off the jump face instead of like up in the air. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what you're doing here. I feel like 90% of the time you're going to do that. It's just kind of weird. I'll be honest with you. It's just kind of weird when you start turning both your thumbsticks the opposite directions up a jump face like you would in the milestone days. That almost starts to look a little bit like the original scrub, you know, animation to Legends. When you do both thumbsticks the opposite direction, see how that almost looks like the original scrub system of the game? Is anybody else noticing that? If you played Legends like when it first came out, that's what that kind of looks like there. Almost as if they took the old scrub mechanic and made that the turn both your thumbsticks the opposite direction sort of variation, and then the new quick scrub mechanic is if you turn both your thumbsticks, the new quick scrub variation, I should say, is if you turn both your thumbsticks the same direction up the jump face, you see? So it's almost like instead of just taking away the old scrub mechanic, it's as if they have just sort of kept it in there as a separate variation to the quick scrub system. Okay? So a little complex, a little hard to understand if you're not, you know, keeping up with what I'm saying here, but yeah. Okay, so I wanted to show this scrub from the side view just because I think it looks badass, bro. Spency Boy out here tea-sipping it and whipping it. Ho! There we go, there we go. You get a pretty cool view of it when you get in this side view. If you haven't tried this yet, you gotta do it, bro. It's a whole different way of playing the game, whole different way of seeing your whips and your scrubs and shits. Hoo-wee! Spency Boy, oof! Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Settle down, big dog. Settle down, big homie. Oh. There's just something about carving that face from the side view, bro. Something about it, dude. There is just something about it, dude. Ooh. Oh, let me see if I can die on this jump. Yeah. Oh, there we go, boys. Gotta scrub this little triple. Can't do it. Gotta make it over the jump face, you know? Oh my god. Where am I going? Let me not run into the tiki hut. Bro, I think I'm actually better from the side view. I think I'm better playing this game from the side view than the typical from the back view. Scrub over the whooped out jump face, bro. Oh, stay on the track, Smithy boy. Stay on the track, brother. Yeah. Ooh. Bro, I'll tell you what, Legends, you gotta be pretty precise in these jump faces, bro. Can't be playing around. This ain't no milestone game, I'll tell you that right now. Especially when you get jumps like this. Holy shit, daddies. Land off the rocks. Whoa. Whoa. If I die, I'm a legend. I am the one.